So this problem says a sector has an arc length of 32 pi over 3 meters and a central angle that is 120 degrees. What is the area of the sector? So to start out, just to give a visual of what we're looking at, is if we have a circle and say this circle has a central angle. Each of these are radiuses, even though they aren't straight the way that I drew them. If this angle right here is 120 degrees, then the arc length would be the length along the edge, this length right here. This length is 32 pi over 3. Let's start this problem by looking at the, now that we have a picture drawn, let's look at the formulas for arc length and area of a sector. Area of a sector. So arc length, the arc length formula, since our angle is given in degrees, I'll give the arc length formula in degrees, is the angle over 360 times 2 pi r. So notice what this is the arc length is a piece of the circumference. The circumference formula is 2 pi r to go all the way around the circle, but if we do the angle divided by 360, that gives us the fraction of the circle that we are spanning. So to plug our numbers into this formula so far, we know the arc length, that's the 32 pi over 3, and that's equal to the angle, which is 120 over 360 times 2 pi r. Notice how we know everything in this formula except the r. That means we can solve for r and we can use that in our area of the sector formula. So let's do that first. If we simplify the 120 divided by 360, that would give us 1/3. So this would be 32 pi over 3 is equal to, it'd be, let me just write it as 2 pi over 3 r, because I'm moving the 2 pi onto the numerator with the 1/3. From here, the last thing we do to solve for r, let's first clear the fraction by multiplying both sides by 3. So the 3's on the denominator clear out both sides. That makes 32 pi is equal to 2 pi r. And then to finish solving for r, we would divide both sides by 2 pi. The pi's would cancel out, and 32 divided by 2 is 16. So that means the radius of this circle is equal to 16. From here, let's grab our area of a sector formula. So the area of a sector formula is area is equal to the angle divided by 360 times pi r squared. So notice again, the pi r squared would be the area of the whole circle, and then we're multiplying that by a fraction that would represent the fraction of the circle that we're finding the area of. Let me give myself a little more room. And plugging in the numbers that we know that the angle that we're spanning is still 120. Divide that by 360 times pi, and our r is 16 squared. Simplifying this, again, the 120 over 360 is 1/3. So this will be 1/3 times 16 squared. Let me grab my calculator. 16 squared is 256. So this would be times pi times 256. And just simplifying that a bit, 256 divided by 3 is not an integer, so we can't simplify that. We can just leave it as 256 over 3 pi. And that would be the exact answer. If you wanted to find it in a decimal, you could multiply the pi in to find it as a decimal. So I hope this homework question was helpful for you. If it was, please subscribe to my channel and share with anybody who you think might find this helpful. Also, there's links in the description for if you would like to support my channel. You have a one-time option that's my PayPal link, or you can also support me monthly if you would like to do that using my my Patreon link. So, thanks for watching.